Already 3 city challenge, Blacksite stealth, unskilled, 15 minutes, and hidden UI. It's unskilled. That's not exactly great for any mission, be it loud or stealth, or be it easy or difficult. But aside from that, there's 15 minutes, which is all too common on Blacksite, and then finally there's hidden UI, which... You're joking, right? No, we're not having this, right? So we've lured someone, which is exactly a bit unfortunate, but hopefully Cyber will back that up relatively soon, since otherwise that could become quite problematic. But since we have indeed lured someone, and that camera is indeed facing away, we can just walk straight up to it, and it may or may not go just fine, which, you know, would be ideal, since right now we can just take everyone out and, well, no one's really gonna care all that much, which is always nice. So now that we've got the opportunity, we're just gonna back everyone up, and then afterwards try and figure out how we're gonna actually move. Since presumably, the guard's gonna be coming up over here relatively soon. Now I do need to remember to give myself a disguise, since that's kind of how this is working. But then after we get it, we're just gonna back him up, and then afterwards just move him and try and not to get caught by that guard over there, which feels vaguely like a given, but nonetheless, we're just gonna hide over here. Then we're gonna go through here, meet the guard immediately, which will hopefully move away, since right now it's not exactly the most convenient time to loot that camera, with that guard now facing us, and that guard now vaguely aware of us, which are both not exactly a good thing, but nonetheless. We'll wait for this guard to finally move, which hopefully will occur rather soon. And then afterwards you can just go over here, loot this camera, not get in view of that camera, which would be slightly less ideal, and by slightly less ideal I mean far less ideal, but nonetheless we're gonna go through here. Hopefully there's no one down this corridor over here, which I find quite hilarious, but you're not gonna notice anything fast enough, so things are gonna go perfectly fine is kind of the hope here. So if you could just walk in here, and I could grab this gun over here, and we could just bring you far, far away from anyone I could possibly ever see anything, that would make things quite ideal. And now that we've cleared one guard, we've got around 3 more left. So either we clear all of them, we clear most of them, or we feel rather confident such that we are able to just run across, which, with that one guard slightly over there, and with the remaining 2 guards over here, it's not really a very unappealing idea, since we can just do this. We can back them up. Then we can vaguely start thinking about moving relatively soon, which isn't exactly a bad idea either, which is why we're probably gonna do that after we drop our bag, which is quite important. So we're just gonna go through here. Hope that the guard's not over. Are you moving? You're not. That's not exactly optimal, so... Alright, that is far more optimal, so if you could just face this way, because it's not no suppressors, and I could just run across here, we can go up through here, all the way over here, there isn't going to be anyone over here, and then we can get this door open over here, which, all in all, is quite nice, so we're just going to get it open. Then we're just going to go through... What is going on over there? So, we're going to try and hold off on actually clearing this immediately, since there's a very real chance that Cyber is currently bagging up a body in the middle of nowhere, which would be quite bad if that body were to be just left over there, as Cyber were to get teleported over here, which all in all is not a good thing. So we're not doing this. Just know, alright? So now that that's clear, we can just go through here. You can put your hands up, and we, well, just finished clearing all of this over here, which is always quite nice. So now that we're done with that, we can just knock everyone out. Cyber presumably has left us a keycard, which I suppose we'll take. And then finally, we can actually open a cell, which would be cell C, for no reason in particular, but nonetheless, all we're gonna do now is just wait for Cyber to figure out which cell Rose is in, which is cell A, And even though it's not cell B, which would technically be the fastest method, it's not all that bad either, so we're gonna get it open, and now we're just gonna wait. And it's not gonna take too long, since right now, the cell should be opening relatively soon, and no, I did not open cell B. That's kind of not how this works, so we're just gonna wait over here, and it's gonna be done relatively soon, so that we can, well, meet Rose relatively soon. And then afterwards, Rose shouldn't take too long to walk upstairs, unlock the doors, and then afterwards let us visit the commander. And then just quickly hostage him, interrogate him, put in the authorization code, and then afterwards get out of here, which would be quite nice. So if Rose could just walk over there, walk inside over there, and we can finally reload, hopefully we can actually get things done relatively soon, which would be right around now. So we're gonna go through here, we're gonna go upstairs, we're gonna actually open a door over there, which didn't really want to open immediately, but nonetheless, we can just go through here, we can get this open, and maybe we'll meet the commander really soon, which would be ideal, but so far that's not happening. But we could always check what's inside over here, which is absolutely nothing, but nonetheless, where are you going? You know what, that's not exactly a horrible spot. Face me, get down, and hopefully no one shows up behind me right around now, which would be quite suboptimal to say the least. Since there's currently a lot of things that's happening around me right around now, which would not end well if someone sees this body over here. Just kind of as an obvious statement, but we're gonna hide it over here, and absolutely no one's gonna care, since that's ideally how this works. And then we could always check if there's anything over here, which I'm gonna go with a no so far, before going upstairs over here, quickly checking over here, and then seeing if it's gonna be inside over here, which it is. So we can conveniently use the computer and put in the code, and then afterwards get out of here. And well, it's been a relatively quick clear, no matter how risky that spot has been, but we're not going back through there, we're just gonna run through here instead, since that's a very much viable strategy, since we're not really concerned about getting caught anymore, since there's not anything that we have to do anymore, which is a bit obvious, but we're gonna wait for Rose now, which hopefully will... Let's not continue firing, that seems like a vaguely bad idea. But now, Rose is gonna go over here, they're gonna unlock it, and that guard is gonna be none the wiser to, well, whatever's happening over here, which I'm perfectly content with, so we're just gonna get out of here, and that's a daily challenge in just under 8 minutes. Cheers everyone, have a great time!